Hello there, I hope everyone's doing mighty fine. So, this is episode 2. This is the one where everyone's a winner, surely. How can you go wrong for down to cheap bacon to the finest? At the end of the day, if you go out and you have a fry up or you have bacon on anything, you taste it, it's like, oh, this is a bit salty, well, we're having another bit of it. So, yeah, the worst thing that can be, I think, is saltiness. I can make it crispy as what I like. I have got the value and the finest, as you see with the sausages. What I do find is that with the value range of any sort of bacon, it's better crispier. When the finest has got its own flavours, so it doesn't need to be as crispy. But because bacon's big and it shrinks down, I'm going to have to do the Crisori twice over because I don't want to sort of the meats to touch each other like I normally would if I was just making bacon sarnies from me and the missus. So, let's show you this stuff. Right, round 2 of filming this. So as you can see, the same in the last video, I do tend to forget to press record. Right, so there's the packaging for all the value bacon, and there's the packaging for all the best, which they do sort of similar with each other. I mean, the basic packaging is basic. And one thing I would like to have a little whinge about at these supermarkets, if you are in a position where all you can afford is these basic styles, then it's like, say for Asda for example, they've got the yellow sticker. Now if you've got to go around shopping and all you can buy is a yellow sticker, which there's nothing wrong in the world about it, but if you are that person buying that, it stands out like a sore thumb. You know, I can imagine people going in the shop 2 or 3 times a week instead of doing the weekly shop just to not have the shame. And it's not a shame, but why is it put out so basic and these packaging just done so badly? You could change the colour, different items, red, yellow, blue, just so in the basket it doesn't look like that person's struggling. Because let's face it, if you've got a few more quid out there, you wouldn't be buying this. So, yeah, I think it's out of order. They should revamp the packaging up 100%. Or just have no packaging. Just have it naked. I don't know. But as for the best, yeah, the packagings, they're all pretty similar. They've got their own sort of brand looking. The bacon all looks the same. But right, let's go back to the value. Sorry. One thing I did notice, and it's on all of them, it's on 87% pork. And that's 87% pork. Where are we? Up top there. And there it is in the middle. What's in the middle? 87% pork. So yeah, I should imagine there's a lot of water pumped into them. You know, that's all the ingredient can be. Well, sugar, salted water, and other bits and pieces. I wouldn't like to know what they are. I wouldn't understand it when I read it. With these, it's only the best that actually says the percentage of bacon. 95%. So the rest of it's going to be salted water. These doesn't actually say. They just say there's pork, which they've probably got added bits, but you know, it goes down. There's no need to actually say it. So I should presume, only guessing, that these are similar to Morrison's. But maybe not. Maybe Morrison's is 5% less. But one thing I have noticed with Morrison's is, well, I could only get the smaller ones of Morrison's. That's all they had in, where I've gone for the 6 slice. Now the 6 slices, grams are 240. And that's the same as the Tesco one. Maybe you can see it. I can't see it. Yes, there it is down the bottom there. 240 grams. Now the Morrison's best, it's got 8 slices, but it's 220 grams, so it's less weight, 8 slices. I'm still only going to put in one of it because the flavour's going to be there. The flavour's going to be there, so it does look a bit thin. That's going against it a little bit, but you know, at the moment, that's all I could get hold of. This is best as what I could do to actually make it fair. Right, so I've got the Crisori. It's too big, so I don't want to contaminate and have the meats touch each other like I would do if I'm making a normal bacon sarnie, because it all shrinks down. I might add a bit once it's shrunk down a little bit, but on this occasion I'm going to put the values in first, get them out, and then put the finest in, and I'll bring you back in a second. Believe it or not, that was a battle getting them open. Yeah, they like to make life easy. So yeah, if you do buy these and you're a singleton or you've got a little family, just make sure you've got wrap after, because there's no way you can wrap these back in their original wrapping. It's a joke, so you need wrap. Right, let's have a look at this. So yeah, there's a lot of fat going through. This is the Asda. That's the Tesco's. There's quite a lot of fat going through there. And the best looking one on first view is the Morrison's. It has got fat going through it, but I'm going to lift up, have a look underneath, see how it goes. Oh no, that looks alright. No, that looks alright. I'm going to go for one of the best looking pieces that I can find, why not? Is this the same? Oh no, it's looking alright. Oh, there we go. Double lift, so that's what I'm doing, that's their luck, double lift. That's what, you know, I don't want to be eating the fat really. I mean, we're going to make a carbonara out of these, so we can chop off all the fat later on. But on this occasion, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it as it's meant to be delivered. So that was the second lift. So that piece there is the one that's coming out, and it's not actually looked well. Oh dear. Alright, okay. The Tesco one come apart. I picked up. So we're going with this one here. Will this come apart? Nope. Will this one come apart? Nope. Right, so that's going back in there. That's going back on top of there. And this one back on top of there. There it all is inside the crisori. The preset is here. But apparently there is a bacon setting. So let's just try that out, why not? 168 minutes, let's go for it. Let's do it. Do I leave it in there? Do I check it? I don't know. Right, I'll keep these ones open, because obviously one of them's getting wrapped up and going into the value meal that I'm going to make, the breakfast. And a quick one I wanted to say, this is like, I've got the sausage and bacon deal, which was 2 for a £5 out of all of them. But then when I got to the checkout at Tesco's, I didn't have a club card. So these cost me £2.50, £2.50. Should have been £2.50, but the Tesco's actually, just without a club card, which you didn't need a card for any others. So the club card is a bit of a hindrance. It's not actually, it's there to make it look good, but I don't know if it really is, because they actually worked out at £3.50. So you've spent an extra £1 on them if you haven't got a club card. Yeah, I'm not too impressed with that, to be honest with you, because Tesco make it out to make it seem like they're doing you a deal if you've got a club card, but apparently not. So 4 minutes in. Yeah, we'll just keep going. Might need longer. Just build these. Yeah, again, such a simple design. The pill tab could work on them, but they've done it on these. How much extra does that cost? It doesn't, surely. But yeah, as a competition between each other, exactly the same so far. That's after the bacon setting. And turn that over. See, it's slightly different timing, so I have to go in. I won't record it all, but the ones I don't want to burn some and the others are not done, so we're going to keep checking, and they should come out looking very similar. Well, they've all come out smelling wonderful, to be honest with you. That's how I like a bit of bacon. That one in the middle I didn't want to ruin, and it's held together a lot better than the others. In fact, the Morrison's on the left and Tesco's on the right, although Tesco's fell apart, seem to have shrunk in nature a bit more than the Asda one in the middle. Either way, they all look fabulous. Can't wait to try them. Now let's get onto these beauties. As you can hear, I might have just done this a second ago. They're all looking pretty similar, and I do expect the high standards of them to taste very similar and all. I have gone for smoked today, so you know, sometimes the cheaper version, if they put salt in them as well, can be very overpowering. So hopefully that's not going to be the case. Like I say, they look wonderful, but let's go with these. And I'm going to put them on for 15 minutes at 180, but check them after 10. Feel sorry for that little one there. You can see how much thinner it is. I'm going to have to check it after 5, I suppose. The flavour's there. I feel like I should put another piece on top, but then that would only make 4 slices, and it's lower in weight. I'm going to put another slice on top because it's lower in weight for 8. It probably works out being about right. Don't know. Let's see how it goes, but that's what I think is fairest at the minute. Like I say, I'm going to push that in. Clear that. 180, 15 minutes. And we're going to actually leave it 10 now. That's sitting on top of each other because they should protect each other. See you in a bit. So while the other bits and pieces are cooking, as you can hear in the background, let's have a little butchers over these. Now just remember, this is for a value breakfast and it's all about flavour. So, if they all taste exactly the same, that's the only time I will come down to my other scoring cards, which I will explain right now. Right, for example, size. It didn't lose a lot of water. The Asda one wins out size. Size at the end of the day, if it all tastes the same, fills the plate. So if you was a cafe owner or somebody like that, that's exactly what you'd want. Now if you have a look at this one here, so if you was a cafe owner again and then customer said, can you take off the fat? You take off the fat, you're left with the meaty bit here. Now you put that onto the Asda one. You see what I'm saying? And it's smaller than this over there. Well, it doesn't seem that much smaller, but it actually is. It is. Not a lot, as Paul Daniels would say. Now, right, the rules of me eating is I'm going to take off the top fatty bit, right, and it's definitely getting eaten because it's all part of the bacon. Take off the top bit there, so that's going to be the one bite, and I'm going to chop the meaty bits in half, and that's going to be my second bite. I'll show you because I'll prepare these ones now while the others are cooking. So as you can see, taking the top fatty bit of the Morrison's one, the Asda one here, taking the top bit off, and that's the Tesco one. And we might have had the side bit of fat that come off with it, but that's at the end of the day, that's what happened. Now you can see, so I've chopped the bottom in half. You can see because that's in half, there is a big difference. Right, so that is how I'm doing the testers now, because look, let's face it, bacon does love each other. These can be mingled now because they're not part of the competition. They can be mingled, just put one to one side for a second, and that is how I'm going to try these and judge these. 10-minute check, let's have a look. Ooh. Ooh, I'm tempted to take these out. Turn that over for a second. Two more minutes. That's all they're getting. They're feeling a bit crispy. They're looking a bit crispy, and I don't want them overdone whatsoever. Not these ones. So, get that down to 3 minutes. I've gone down to 3 minutes now, and that's it. It's getting cooked no more. Have a look. They look pretty good to me. I don't know if the inside of that Morrison's one's going to be cooked, but that's the way it is. That's the way it is. Look at them. Look at them. I'm just going to chop them up like I have upstairs, but you can see, look at the difference from the finest range to the other range, the value range. Wow, there is a big difference there, just look at them. Right, let me chop them up like exactly the same rules as the others. I'm going to take off the fat content up the top, chop the meat bit in half, and I'll bring you back after that. So there we have it, brothers and sisters. Who will be the finalists and what will be binned away? None of it's getting binned, not of this. A lot of fat might get binned, but come on, let's go and try this. So here we go. We've got Morrison's to the left, middle, Asda, to the right, Tesco's. I forget the name of them, but these are the basic ranges. So I'm going to start off with Morrison's. Start with the fatty bit. Fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Now I'm going to go for the meaty bit. Very salty. So the fatty bit was typical crunchy, beautiful fat, but when it comes down to the meat, it's a lot more saltier. Still nice as bacon. Just need 16 gallons of water. You got to cleanse my palate after that. That's very salty. That was Morrison's. I'll show you what I'm picking up. So the next one, you have to go to the end. Just stay in the middle, I'll get confused. So as for the end, the fatty content that comes off the end, that's all you get, which is when you're actually eating bacon. You don't want too much fat, so that's proportional wise very good. It's definitely salty. I think it's slightly better. I think that's slightly better, but then I can taste the salt already. So don't know if I've got high hopes. So this was the one that ended up the biggest. Bacon. That wins. That beats the Morrison's. So Asda takes the lead, which I'll tell you what, compared to their sausages, cool, it's amazing. Now, right, now if you're chopping up, you don't know what that was. Don't worry, you didn't see it. There's like a bit of plastic on it, but you know, I've taken it off now. If you was putting off, I know that came off as I took it out of the packet, but then that's where the fat line was. I wouldn't normally eat that, but you know, as a research goes, I better give it a go. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. But very unhealthy. So, packs of that on your breakfast. No, because you can't normal bacon, you can de-fat it. When you got all little bits of fat and meat all mixed in together, it's impossible. So that down the score for me. Plus how small this bit goes. Went. So Tesco's value range, third place. Morrison's second. Asda wins out. Asda goes in to the value breakfast with the Tesco value sausage. There we go. Now on to these bad boys. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I'll start with Morrison's again. I won't turn the camera around, leave it there for a minute. Oh, mate. You can really taste the smokiness here. Yep, hardly any salt. There is salt, but compared to what I've just eaten, I am drinking a cup of tea to cleanse my palate each bit. Yeah, that was pleasant, very pleasant. Now on to Asda's special. Salty. Slightly burnt the fat, which might be my fault, but no, that's very salty. There's a better way to actually do the heads first because you can compare them properly. Right. Tesco. Salty, very salty. Wow. Oh, it might be saltiest one yet. So the end, that goes down to Morrison's for sure, even though it was more slices for less weight. I'll go again. Right. I won't double load that. Let's give it a go. From left to right. And this is the half slice of the Morrison's. Oh, there. Right. No, fantastic. Oh, smokiness. I can't even taste the salt. It's just flavour, just bacon flavour. Asda, let's go. Don't think it cleanse my palate there. Still a bit more salty, but because the top of Morrison's was so much better, even the flavours were similar in the meaty bit, you got to go with the Morrison's. Right, now, just to show that there was no hard feelings between any of the bacons, let's marry them together. And there's a little sourdough bread there, English mustard, obviously HP. Let's grab this bacon, straight on top of there, straight on top of there. Now that's what you call bacon sarnie. Yeah, a bit of white pepper in there. So it's English mustard, white pepper, HB sauce, the multitude of bacon, sourdough bread. Let's get up and give this a go. Right there, bacon done. So we got, what have we got? I have to look back. Don't know. Well, you don't know. Right, so we know we've got Morrison's. Did Morrison's come through twice? Interesting, I don't know. But obviously I've got it on camera and I'll go back to, I've got to stop this. Oh, so there we have it. Going into our value fry up or air fry up, it's going to be Asda Value. I'll call them value, basics or whatever, it doesn't matter about them, they are the value range. It's going into the value breakfast and what you can, and how much it's going to cost. And the Morrison's finest smoked back bacon is going into the finest breakfast. Looking forward to that, and at the minute I'm looking forward to this. This is a mixture of all the bacons. I love you all. Mustard, brown sauce, mixture of the bacon, even better now, take all the fat off. Absolutely beautiful. Now, it is very early in the day, I'm quite a big man. And I've stopped drinking. So, what do you do? I think I'm going to do an out and about with Kev today. I'm on my own. So I might go and have a walk. I'm going to film it, I think. So I'd like you lot to have a click over, have a little walk stroll with me. I'm going to have a walk down, I think I'm going to go around Folkestone. Everyone seems to know it as the gateway to Europe, but it's a seaside town. Plus apparently you do a little walk. I don't know nothing about it, but what I've seen, it looks pretty nice. So it's the gateway to Europe, worth visiting before you actually enter Europe. Come along with me later and I'll show you. Thank you for watching today. If you are new, if you haven't seen this video before, or me before, please subscribe, hit a like. I'd like a few more viewers. I've only just come back into the game of doing YouTube. For whatever reason I stopped doing it, but I'm back. I'm looking forward to getting to know you guys, getting to know, reading the comments, talking to you lot, getting to know you. So if you want an interactive channel that will get to know its viewers, press subscribe. Speak to you all later. Ta-da.